Hello everyone, my name is Ivan Shipov. I am a pre-sale engineer at TRASSIR, and today we will continue our series of webinars and talk about the Neuro Detector module. Today, we will talk about what the Neuro Detector module and the Neuro Counter module are used for. What are the operating modes of these modules? Let's talk about the basic settings and false alarm filters. Let's consider which equipment is better to choose for the correct operation of the module and which top 4 tasks can be solved using this module. And also, let's look at an example of one task. Let's start with the cases in which the Neuro Detector and Neuro Counter modules are used. Neuro Detector is a neural network analytics module that allows you to detect and classify the presence of monitored objects in selected zones, count them and notify about violations of zone boundaries. Neuro Counter is an extended version of the Neuro Detector module. In this version, object tracking is added, which allows you to count both people and cars crossing a given line. This detector has 3 modes of operation that are suitable for various tasks. Universal Detector. This mode is suitable for both outdoor and indoor scenes. It is optimal for detecting and tracking an average number of people. Guard Detector. This mode is best suited for street scenes with a small number of people. Head Detector. In this mode, the detector detects people by their heads. It is optimal for scenes with clusters of people where people overlap each other. It is not suitable for tracking because heads are tracked worse than whole people. The operation of this detector depends on the scene and its settings. There is a processing quality and speed setting if we use the Neuro Detector module. But if we need tracking of an object in the frame in the task, then we will use the Neuro Counter module and we will add the tracking quality and speed setting. Next, we will look at each of these settings in more detail. The processing quality and speed setting has 3 options for operation. Best quality. Low speed. If you select this value, there is a greater chance that the detector will notice a person in the distance. However, as the quality increases, the load on the graphics card increases. Medium quality, optimal speed. The optimal ratio in terms of quality and required resources, if people are located close or at an average distance from the camera. Highest speed. This value should be used when you need to save server resources as much as possible. A camera substream is used to analyze the image. Tracking quality and speed settings also have 3 types of operation. High quality, low speed. It should be used when objects in the frame are difficult to recognize, while increasing the load on the video card, so tracing is slower. Optimal quality speed. It is used if objects are recognized well and move quickly in the frame. Low quality, high speed. It should be used when it is necessary to reduce the load on the video card and increase the tracing speed. The next thing we'll look at is false positive filters, which can help minimize detection errors. There are 4 types of filters. Ignore the image area with no object movement for a time. If the object on which the detector is triggered is stationary, then the detector will ignore the image area in which it is located. The time of immobility is set in the settings. Ignore the image area with some detection count. After a certain number of triggers in a certain place, all detections in that place of the same shape begin to be ignored for a while. Detect objects just with any movements. Remembers the location of the detection when an object appears on the channel. Shows only detections that have been continuously monitored for some time. Detect objects only on motion in the frame. Shows detections only if a motion detector is triggered at the same time as the human detector. Now, let's look at the recommendations for choosing the equipment. The camera must be installed at an angle from 30 to 60 degrees to the flow of people or objects that the detector will detect. The shooting direction should be such that the objects that appear do not cover each other. A resolution of 2 MP is sufficient for all available detectors to work. It is not recommended to use lenses with strong dispersion. The distance to the object is in the range of 1070 meters. The detector works on all recorders of the NeuroStation line. Next, we will look at the top 4 tasks that can be solved using this module. Intrusion detection in a protected area. Counting visitors or car traffic. detection of movement in a prohibited direction, detection of an accumulation of objects in the zone exceeding the permissible limit. Now let's look at one of the examples. The object is a supermarket. It is necessary to understand how the flow of visitors changes during the day in order to optimize the schedule of employees. It is supposed to have one camera per entrance area. To solve this problem, we will need the following equipment. Since the supermarket has one entrance and the same exit, the 2.8 TR D4121 camera will be enough. To count visitors on channel 1, universal detection mode, medium quality processing and optimal quality tracing, you will need a 16-channel NVR TRASSIR NeuroStation 8200R, as well as the following licenses. TRASSIR Neuro Counter, 1-piece TRASSIR NEIP, 1 piece, and the analytics script. The script is designed to collect information from the visitor counting detector, Neuro Counter, build reports based on this data, and upload reports to email. We have covered all the important points about Neuro Detector. Thank you for your attention. We will be glad to receive any feedback about this webinar, as well as what topics you would like to see more. Bye everyone, and see you soon.